What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tony's Picks Look Ahead show here with yours truly, Vegas Al. Ready to get into, we got Thursday's action here, February 5th, 2026. Got ourselves some NHL to break down here. We're going to get into three games there and then a couple of NBA games as well. And of course, we'll finish off with some college hoops. I'll actually give out a little tennis parlay and soccer parlay there at the end of the show. So we got a little bit of everything here for everybody. I think we won today again with the Spurs here. 1-0. Trying to stay disciplined, keep it, light. 1 to 2 plays a day. It's been working for us. Just got to keep the ball rolling. Not upset here at all with the Spurs victory today. Outright. Didn't matter what number you took as well. The -9 would have covered there. I saw that thing flip all the way from +2, which is what we got it at, all the way to -9. Love when that happens. Didn't matter if you were late to the party. Spurs still got it done for us. Love that. Love that. Love that. But without further ado, let's get into today's action here. Really tomorrow's action, again, February 5th, Thursday here. We're going to go to the NHL first. We're going to go to Penguins and Sabres. One second. Technical difficulties here. 1 second here. We got Penguins and Sabres here for February 5th here, Thursday's action. Sabres -135 at home, total 6.5. I am seeing Lyon and Stuart Skinner here expected. So two solid goalkeepers. Both teams have, been on the other end here. Penguins lost 2 in a row. Sabres coming off that loss. Pittsburgh did win 4-2 earlier this season. I could argue Skinner's been lights out since joining the Penguins. It's really hard to step in front of. But, he did actually kind of falter there versus the Islanders. 5 given up, and then actually 5 given up there versus the Rangers. Before that, though, it was 0-2, 1-3, 0-1-3. So it's kind of hard. Is the old Stuart Skinner going to show up? Because if he does, Sabres are definitely good enough to take advantage. I'm going to sit here and take a shot on Stuart Skinner to bounce back. I can't see him giving up 5 goals 3 games in a row. You look, Lyon here, I don't know what, 3 goals, 1 goal, 3 goals. I think he's due for at least 2. I like this game here to be a 3-2 final. Exact score if you wanted to do that. I like under 5.5. This thing's at 6.5. So again, plenty of value towards the under. I'm going to expect both goalkeepers to show up and do their thing here, especially with Skinner as of late playing well. Give me the Penguins here. And again, probably just still, it's, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Penguins, bottom line. It's the Stuart Skinner that's scaring me. Let me just put it that way. All right, we got Panthers and Lightning. Lightning here. Still not seeing a line. These teams are on, or at least the Panthers are. Are they on a back-to-back? I thought they played. 1 second. Yes, they played again here on a shootout to the Bruins. Are these Panthers? They actually wound up winning. I saw that game. For a long time, they were losing. It was a back-and-forth type game. 2-1, 2-1-1, that type of game, and then they wound up winning in with a shootout. Lightning, on the other hand, they played on Tuesday, so they do have the rest advantage. That's what I thought. I was reading that wrong. Tarasov expected Vasilevsky. Tarasov has been the more vulnerable, not the most trustworthy option between these two. Last appearance was January 29th, gave up 5 goals. You look, Vasilevsky all year, a 2.14 goals allowed, a 9.18 save percentage, 26-10 on the year. Almost unstoppable, this guy. 3 goals? He did give up 5, but 1-0-0, 1-1-1-1, 2-1-0. That's how it's been for him just about all season long. Lightning winners of 4 straight. Expect them to be a little juiced here Panthers, the defending champs, but I think Lightning playing the better hockey as of late, the better goalkeeper option, the slight rest advantage. I think everything points to the Tampa Bay Lightning to get this one done. I'm expecting, again, let me try to find an actual different book because, Jesus, man. Jesus, it's been 3 different books I've had to go to. Let me see. For tomorrow. Yeah, minus 180 are the Lightning. Minus 135, or excuse me, minus 1.5 is plus 135 for the Lightning. I like that. Actually, just simply, like I said, playing the better hockey as of right now. Give me the Tampa Bay Lightning in this one. All right, we got Kings and Golden Knights. Let me check on this Golden Knights game. They are winning 4-2. Oh, no Canuck dance again. Man, the Canucks are terrible. They're everybody's medicine. They get Vegas right here. Vegas had lost 5 straight. Don't get me wrong. The game's not over. There's still 12 minutes left. No, 15 minutes left here for Vegas and Canucks. Golden Knights and the Canucks here 4-2. Do they turn around on a back-to-back spot? They are at home and, against a rival. These two teams have kind of split the series so far this year. 1-1, both games into overtime. One of them a shootout. Could expect this one to go to overtime, honestly. It's just the way the Kings and Golden Knights have played. Real tight to each other. And, again, the back-to-back spot could argue the King or Golden Knights get off to a slow start. Tough game for me. But again, Golden Knights minus 140 price. I started to buy into. Did they get some medicine here versus the Canucks? Probably. Are the Kings better than the Canucks? Yes, obviously. But I make a case Golden Knights could whoop up on them as well. Minus 1.5 at plus 165 is live. If you want to just touch the Golden Knights, it is minus 140. So again, Golden Knights looking at there. A little bit of chalky in the hockey for tomorrow. What do you guys know? I try to give you guys a dog with the Canucks. They get ripped up. So, never touch the Canucks. I don't care if they're plus 700. That's the way I'm looking at them. But Golden Knights got a little get-right spot versus them, and now they're going to play the Kings on a back-to-back. I think they could get themselves a nice little second win in a row here. And again, get right back on track. Let me see what the chat here thinks. We got Sonny here in the chat. Clemson is trash. I can't even read this with these glasses. I think every team I had today missed every free throw down the stretch. Rough, Sonny. It's been rough, man. It's like my free picks. Sometimes it's been brutal. As of late, what I've been putting on the site has been cashing. I've been putting just one play up on the site for about a week now. I got to keep it there, discipline, try to find the best absolute play that sticks out from everything. But I know how that is, Sonny. Trust me. I've had my cold streaks. All right, so we got NBA we're going to talk about here. We got Wizards and Pistons. This one, I don't know. NBA is just – I feel good about that Spurs game, and I'm thinking about Olaying the NBA tomorrow. I don't know if I could go 2 days in a row with something that beautiful. But we got Wizards and Pistons here. Let me pull the line up. Minus 14.5 for the Pistons. Total 227.5. When you look here, injury report-wise, a bunch of names for the Wizards. Trey Johnson, Malachi Branham, Chris Middleton. Is he traded? I thought he was traded. A.J. Johnson, Marvin Bagley, Trey Young. I mean, Jesus, it's a slew of names. We got Dennis Jenkins, Saric, who's been traded to the Pistons, Tobias Harris, Cade Cunningham, Kevin Huerter as well, who's been traded to the Pistons. All on the injury report here for the Pistons. You just got to go season long here with this one. I know it's ugly. Pistons are, I think, on a 3-game and 4-night spots. They played earlier this year, and it was a 137-135, barely got it done type win. I don't know what Wizards 3-7 in their last 10 games, despite getting on that little run there earlier. A couple games ago, they were on like a 3-game win streak or 2-game win streak here. Pistons now back on top, 3 straight in a row, 8-2 in their last 10, 37-12 this year. Nobody saw this Pistons team doing this, quite frankly. I'm not scared to lay it with them. I know it's a gigantic number, and you're like, why aren't you going to the Wizards, team that you've been trying to back even against the Lakers? And just the Pistons scare me that much. Just ATS cash cow. I don't want to step in front of anymore. Maybe you go Pistons first half. You don't want to, lay a full 15 points. You're scared of the back door. Either way, I think Pistons control this game from tip up to tip down here. Give me Pistons minus the 14.5. You can go first half, double result, whatever you guys like. But Pistons here for me. We got Hornets and Rockets. Man, my stomach's starting to hurt as I talk to you guys. Love that. Give me a second. Ooh, I went to Applebee's, boys and ladies and gentlemen. I went to Applebee's, so bear with me. All right, we got Hornets and Rockets here in this next one. We got total 217.5. Rockets here minus the 3.5. Injury report-wise in this one, Sexton, believe, was traded. So again, this site I'm using right now is not the most reliable. It's giving me players that I'm pretty sure have been traded. But again, I'm just going to list names, and you got to kind of trust it. Again, check injuries tomorrow. Dorian Finney-Smith is the only name I'm seeing rocket-wise on the injury report. You guys know these Hornets have taken care of us this year. Goodness, they've just been a cash cow. They're getting plus 3.5 on the road with the way they've just been playing. Lulu winners of 7 straight. Do they keep this going? You got LaMelo Ball out here playing with stitches in his eye. I thought I'd never see something like that. Starting to play tough, this team. They picked up another cat here as well, Kobe White. Oh, my gosh, to run along with this backcourt. Is he going to play versus Houston? Maybe. I don't know. It always takes these guys a game or two. I think just the trend right now is telling you Hornets. The front court for the Rockets, Sengun is really all you're getting. Jabari Smith and all these guys, Durant, I don't know, they're camping out near that three-point line a little too much for me, not banging on the boards. Brandon Miller is a 6'9" two guard who can bang with anybody. Love this Hornets squad. They're a team that's look out next year. I mean, the problem is they're going to have an offseason to have everybody tell them how great they are, and the expectations are going to get higher. I think LaMelo, again, is really the old veteran now of this crew, believe it or not. It's up to him where this team goes, and I think he can take them there up to the next step. They're not out of it as well in the East here, the Hornets. Let me look at that, double check on that, because when I was looking, I thought they were definitely they're 11th in the East. I know you're like 11th, really. I mean, that's a game out or two from the play-in. I think this Hornets squad is starting to find their groove. Plus 3.5 to me is the play. I don't touch totals, especially with the Hornets. They actually trend to the under. Again, they've been playing some defense this year. And so have the Rockets, a total of 217. I'll just Olay. Give me the plus 3.5, though, with those Hornets in that one. All right, let me get a couple more games in, then I'll get right to the chat here. We got, what do you call it? We got it, Spurs and Mavericks here. Spurs on the back-to-back. Okay, yes, they cashed us out tonight. I'm seeing minus 6.5 on the short turnaround here in Dallas. Total 224.5. Injury report-wise, you look Olynyk, Harper, Lindy Waters, Sochan, all on the injury report for the Spurs. I'm not even going to tell you all the names. Name a Maverick there on the injury report. That's what it looks like here. You're talking Russell, Brandon Williams. 1 second here. Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, Jaden Hardy. Obviously Anthony Davis has been traded. It's just a host of names for the Mavericks. They've been mix and matching their roster. They played hard the other night. I just don't think they have enough to compete with the Spurs right now, who, again, second in the West, just got done mopping the floor with the Thunder again. Only 5 or 6 games back. I know it's a little crazy to think they can catch the Thunder in the West, but I think they're going to try here, play as hard as they can until the All-Star break. Give me the Spurs here to get this one done, and I'll lay the 7 here on the back-to-back normally a no-no, especially after beating up on the Thunder. You could say it's a letdown spot for the Spurs, but this team's too good. I think this is I don't know. There's 3 teams out of the West that clearly 4. I mean, if you want to talk Timberwolves as well, this Timberwolves, Spurs, Nuggets, Thunder, to me have clearly set themselves above the Lakers, the Suns, the Clippers, these teams here of the West. Even Golden State, I throw in the Clippers mix. So the West is still wide open to me. The East looks a little bit more. I'm getting on tangents. Give me the Spurs here again, minus the 6.5 in this one. We got Warriors and Suns in this one. Let me get to the chat real quick, see what you guys think. I'm gonna have to take these shades off, man. These things are garbage. I can't even read the chat. All right, so we got Sonny still pissed off about Clemson. Sir the Boss. I'm rolling with the Lightning and Capitals tomorrow. I can look into the Capitals here. Let me check that out. Yes, I like the Lightning tomorrow. It's juiced, I know. Capitals, of course, I have to go to a different book. I'm about done with this book. Okay, minus 190 Capitals. So that's sleazeball parlay style. I'm not mad at it, especially playing the Predators. Predators more than likely with, I thought Saros. Well, let me double check. Saros, I thought was on the horizon there. No, Annunen. Annunen is what I'm seeing, and it's confirmed. I mean, let me look here. I thought last I looked at, 0, 3, and then a 7-goal appearance. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get out of Annunen. And he hadn't had the most appearances, a second, third option here for the Predators. Yeah, I'm not mad at the Washington Capitals there. There you go, Sir the Boss. They let Stanford inbound ball, 3 seconds left court. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I don't like betting against Stanford at this point in college basketball season. This O'Carey kid is the real deal. Let's just put it that way from Stanford. Hornets, of course, all day. Over on the Lightning. I don't know. Maybe a Lightning team total. They rip up on Tarasov. I don't like attacking Vasilevsky. That's some serious gonads there. You must have some inside information there trying to attack an over on the Lightning, unless you just think Lightning are going to whip up on Tarasov. We had another person there thinking the Tampa Bay over Panthers. Okay, that's just, I think they're just saying beats the Panthers. Yes, I agree. But yeah, let's get back to the NBA. I think it was Warriors and Suns we're going to talk about. Right. 1 second. Let's get back on track here. Had to answer some hockey questions real quick. We got Suns and Warriors. Minus 6.5 are the Suns. Total 217.5. Again, Steph Curry on the injury report. Kuminga. I mean, again, these names. Buddy Hield, I thought was traded. I mean, just a bunch of names on the injury report for the Warriors. We got Jalen Green, Devin Booker here for the Suns. Again, with this trade deadline situation, you should be trading super lightly in the NBA this week until, the Spurs Thunder spot tonight was a lovely one. But again, pick and choose, please. Warriors and Suns here. Named all the people on the injury report for you guys. I don't know. I'm having a hard time backing the Warriors as of late. We faded them there versus the 76ers. Got no problem fading them here versus the Suns. Would have liked Booker to be in there for sure. He is game time. Dylan Brooks has been stepping up. Gillespie has stepped up. Obviously, Grayson Allen. Like the front court, Iguodaro and the rest of these crew, Nick Richards. Yeah, the Suns have stepped up, shown me something. 6 in the West. I still have them, I said, grouped up in this group with Lakers, Warriors, Clippers, pretenders more than contenders, if I'm being honest. But just the way the Warriors have looked as of late, I don't know who their starting lineup is going to essentially be tomorrow. Again, still no Curry. I got to lay it with the Suns. I know laying a lot of lumber in these first couple ones. I gave you the Hornets. There's a dog. All right, we got 76ers and Lakers for the final game. I'll discuss. I think this is a Sixers spot again here. What is it? 6 straight wins they've had. 5 straight. They're about to make it 6 straight here versus LA. Don't get me wrong. Lakers are pretty much fully healthy. The only names I'm seeing for The Sixers, of course, McCain is now on the injury report. Such a freaking coward. Joel Embiid, Paul George, not expecting those two guys to play either tomorrow. Like I said, Lakers are looking fully healthy. But I'm still going to sit here and say it. I think the Sixers are way deeper. I mean, there's just not enough horses in the stable right now for the Lakers. I don't like who we having to go to. Who's this? Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia. I mean, I'm talking more bench pieces, but it's just Jackson Hayes. Even DeAndre Hayton has been a cast-off. I mean, let's just call it what it is here. I like Hachimura. I like Reeves. I like LeBron. Clearly, Doncic. I think you're struggling to find pieces after that front four. I mean, Vincent's nice. He stepped up. Connect, they haven't given the minutes to. Smart has always been a defensive type guard who's getting bigger and chubbier, more rotund around the waist than I would like. Again, I don't like the Lakers squad. Sorry, I think they're gigantic fool's gold. So, yeah, I'll take the Sixers, who are on, again, 5-game win streak on this West Coast road trip. I also mentioned earlier, Lakers' first game on an 8-game homestand here. They just got back off an 8-game road trip. I could argue this is hey, we're back at home. Let's check on the wives. Let's check on the dogs and play catch with our son in the front yard. We haven't seen this kid in 2 weeks. Lakers probably, I don't know. That's the way I look at it. I like the 76ers here. I could get on a ton of reasons why I like the Sixers. I've already given a couple. Just go with it here. Trust me, bro, is the reason. 76ers plus the 3.5 money line. Love it in that one. All right. We're going to go to college hoops, and then we'll be out of here pretty soon. Not a lot of college hoops I like tomorrow, if I'm being honest. The slate is kind of garbage. When you look, the ones that stuck out to me, well, this first one, Lindenwood and Little Rock. Little Rock's depending as hell on the three-point shot. I know a little bit about this team from my neck of the woods, went to high school in this area. They've been this way since I've been out. A decade plus, they've been reliant on the three-pointer. This one's almost a pick 'em. Little Rock's -1.5 at home. Lindenwood, able to score, 80 points a game. Top 10 in the country in pace. Not scared to play up and down. Quick scores as well. We'll have the rebounding advantage as well. A defensive rating, massive advantage. Top 25 in the country defensively is Lindenwood. You look, Little Rock, 280th. Like I said, super reliant on a three-pointer. They can't knock them down. 36% from three is Little Rock. That's about the only thing they got going from them. Lindenwood, the way better, more complete team. I like Lindenwood here plus the 1.5 outright on the money line. And I like the over 151. You could two-team those. I think Lindenwood gets up and down, but eventually near the end of the game, start shutting down those threes from Little Rock, turn them into a one-dimensional type squad, get some easy fast break points as well. Lindenwood can steal the ball now. Again, on those Lindenwood Lions and the over 151 in that one. We got Ohio State and Maryland here. One of the, I guess, better games you would say on this slate for Thursday. Not a lot of marquee matchups. Let me try to find this one here. Got to scroll through all these games. Right. Of course, not seeing a line in this one. Got to go to a different book. It's been like that, man. This is the look ahead show. So not all these lines are going to be posted right off the bat. Going to a different book. I'm sure this one's already up. Ohio State. 1 second. Let me find this. There we go. -6.5, total 151. Right where the line should be, if you ask me. Ohio State, way deeper backcourt. I like the front court as well. Brandon Noel's been out for a while. So, again, that's a piece missing for Ohio State. But, again, they've been dealing with it. Pharrell Payne, same thing for Maryland, has been out for a while. Both of these front courts, not as strong as they normally would be. But, again, Ohio State, at least the better of the two teams, especially once conference play kicked off. Maryland loses of 3 straight. Just every advantage holds. Ohio State holds. Field goal percentage, 27th in the country for Ohio State. You look, 352nd for Maryland. Struggling to make an effective shot here. Free throws, 9th in the country is Ohio State. Maryland, 140th in the country in free throws that matter. Excuse me, guys. I'm coughing my lungs out. I muted it. Guys. I'm sorry. All right. Back to what I was talking about. Like I said, I like Ohio State to get this one done. Bruce Thornton, John Mobley Jr., take us to the promised land here. Expect something better out of Tilly. He's been playing a little bummish as of late. Step up, kid. I like the big, though, from Ohio State. So, again, a lot of pieces on Ohio State. Yes, I kind of agree with the number at -6.5. I know it's on the road, but I don't like Maryland. Sorry. So, laying it with those Ohio State Buckeyes. And here's one I'm going to get bullied about because I've been talking major crap about Memphis, and they've been making me look like an idiot. So I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to jump on the Memphis bandwagon. If they don't get it done, then they're frauds, just like I originally said. Man, why am I struggling to find these games? I believe this one's pick 'em. If not, UAB favored by a little. Let me find it. It's just really annoying. They don't want me to do my look ahead show. Yeah, it's UAB -1.5, total 153. Right away, look at the over. I think both teams can get up and down. UAB is one of these teams that can score up to 90 points on any given night. Again, top 30 in pace is UAB. They're going to shoot the three. They actually hold the rebounding advantage. They are top 10 in the country in turning the ball over. Oh, wait. This is forcing turnovers and turnover margin, essentially. Their top 10 in the country is UAB. Look at old Penny Hardaway's squad, 345th in the country when it comes to turnover ratio. Just, not protecting the basketball. That's what that says. And no mistake, we have the former point guard here who's the Memphis coach, yet, again, turning the ball over. 10-11 this year. You know Memphis is underachieved. God, I can't do it. I was going to get on him. And let my Memphis bias hate that I have for them go. UAB's the better squad at home. I think they get it done. They run Memphis out the gym here. Give me the Blazers here in this one. If I eat egg, I eat egg. You guys know I was trying to get on Memphis and I couldn't. Just a quick glance at the numbers again. I realize how overrated they are. How overrated Penny Hardaway is. Again, team's 350th in turnovers. Do better. We got Tarleton and Cal Baptist. I think this is the final game of the night, college basketball-wise. To me, this one's a little crazy. Cal Baptist at -9.5. Yeah, no thank you. Tarleton won this one outright, 81-76, earlier in January. I don't like Tarleton. Don't get me wrong. They're losers of 6 straight. Meanwhile, Cal Baptist, winners of 6 straight. Two teams going in complete different directions. But I got to admit, this one's a little crazy. It should be Cal Baptist -5, -3. I think you're getting some value with Tarleton State. Again, this cat, Dior Johnson, is elite scorer. This kid's getting some NBA recognition here out of Tarleton State. When you're leading the country in points per game, dropping a 35 burger, a 40 burger on any given night, we can compete with anybody. You guys know I like this guard from Cal Baptist, but Dominique Daniels or whatever, this cat from the 5'10 kid out of Cal Baptist. I like him. But Tarleton State's cat, Dior Johnson, he's everything you want. The 6'4 plus guard who can put it on the floor, shoot the three. I mean, you name it, he can do it. That's enough for me to get on Tarleton. And the fact they won outright like that, I think they can hang around a little bit versus Cal Baptist. And they losers of 6 straight. They're going to try to get right here eventually. This is at least what you would hope, right? Give me Tarleton here, plus the 9.5, and Dior Johnson over 30 plus points. The kid's special. All right, a little sleazeball in tennis. Emily Raducanu here. I think she's -380. Felix Auger-Aliassime, another name I like to say. He's another favorite. Sleazeball, 2-team. That's no way you can go wrong. Gave you a female, gave you a gentleman there to back. A lady and a gentleman, whatever you want to say. You get where I'm going at. Love the tennis sleazeball 2-teamer there. And then we have another sleazeball 2-teamer. I would say you are getting some better value on this. Juventus fading Atalanta and Atletico Madrid there. 2 teams facing in their semifinals. for their cups there for the league. Give me Juventus, Atletico Madrid, ATM, as I like to call Atletico Madrid there in soccer. All right. We still got, I think it's Sneaker Vision. Nice new face. Good to see you here, Sneaker Vision. Lakers are not consistent and tough to get behind, especially after those last week ankle hiccups. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be it's whenever I get on here and roast a team too hard and I start calling them frauds, like I did with Memphis. I normally look like an idiot the next day, but I mean, come on. You guys know Lakers are just a no-bet team. They're almost like the Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan. You guys know this, but public, overinflated lines all the time with the Lakers. I don't know. To me, they actually got a little bit of value. No, they're laying it. That's right. They're still laying it against the Sixers. I thought they were 3.5 dogs. No, they're still laying it. Of course, that's what I mean. They should be dogs. So give me Sixers in that one. I think that's about all I have. Let me check on the site, see, show you guys how it was today, how it's been this week. Don't mind doing it when I'm rolling hot, right? When I'm not rolling hot, I'm dreadful to show you guys how it's been on the site. But look, last 7 days, up 690 units. We've been on a little heater as of late, keeping it very disciplined. Spurs, Nevada, Maple Leafs, Pelicans pushed, but we got the over, Bama, St. Mary. I mean, it's been last Saturday, UFC was the last time we've really lost a bet. That's what being patient, 1 to 2 plays a day can do for you. You can go on a nice little week run. I'm going to try to keep this thing going, man. 1 play, 2 plays at most here. Tomorrow, I like the NBA slate. It'll probably be something from there. No college hoops out of me. Been treading lightly with the hockey because we got the Olympics coming up. I did find us there a winner versus the Flames there with the Maple Leafs. Love fading the Flames. But that's all I have to say, guys. Good luck to you guys tomorrow. Make it a winning day. Of course, tune into that Friday episode where we get those fight picks in for you as well on the Look Ahead show. Another big card. I will shout out Shakur Stevenson. He proved me wrong once again. My boxing picks, I'm 0-2 lifetime here on Tony's. So maybe you want to start fading my boxing if you just can't stand me. I can't talk. If you can't stand me, go ahead and fade my boxing. It's been trash anyways. Canelo sucks. Teofimo Lopez now sucks. I don't know. So there you go. That's all I have to say. Shout out Shakur Stevenson getting that done. But minus 210 for a decision win? No, thank you. I don't want to lay that stuff ever. I don't care if it's free. Yeah, so that's how I look at it. Anyways, enough ranting out of me. Let's make tomorrow a winning day. You guys have a good one. Peace.